All right, this video is going to show you guys the mindset, the profitable mindset that's needed to be a profitable trader. This isn't some generic video that you guys seen like 50,000 times. This is actually going to help you guys if you apply what I'm saying. So let's start off with the first thing here is detach from the outcome. A lot of people, all they come into trading for is just to make money. That's not what trading is. Anytime I ever get a DM or anything like that saying, yo, I have X amount, I'm trying to get to 100K by the end of the year. How realistic is that? I tell them it's not realistic at all, because all you're thinking about right now is making money, and you have to think about trading for what it is. All you guys need to think about is how to trade. Right? Learn how to trade. Who cares how much money you're going to make, how much, like, what's going on there? All you need to worry about is learning how to trade. Once you start thinking about the outcome too much, it just kills your trading potential, especially if you're in it for the wrong reasons. Now, psychological killers of scalpers. These are 4 things that kill scalpers. Instead of hitting your stop loss and selling on your stop, you're holding it because you're hoping that it goes up. That's not how trading works. Trading has nothing to do with how you feel and everything to do with what the stock is doing. How you feel is not going to move that stock in either direction. Ego. You guys hate being wrong. So when your stop loss hits, you have an ego and you're like, I'm not selling here. Right? This is going to go up. I'm just too good for this. And you just have a big ego. And then next thing you know, your P&L reflects that and you're back to zero. FOMO. So let's say a trade goes in your direction and you hesitated, you didn't get in, and now you got FOMO. Now, there's a couple things you usually do, but the top 2 is you'll just get in after it broke, which is way too late of an entry, which makes your stop loss way bigger. And now you just doubled your stop loss. The second thing is you guys will just find a random trade out there, because let's say we're one and done on the day. You're going to find a random trade out there, and then you're going to get FOMO, and you're going to enter into that trade even though it's a C- setup or below, right? It's not A+, or else I would be in that. The other thing is impatience, right? People are too impatient. Let's say you get in a trade and it's just stuck there for a little bit. People are too impatient where they'll just sell just because, and there's no triggers, nothing is telling you to sell. Right? You guys are being impatient. You guys have to let the trade breathe a little bit. Yes, as scalpers, these stocks move quick, but sometimes we are stuck in that trade for a little bit. Your heart starts racing, right? Because you guys are impatient. You got to let the trade do what the trade wants to do, and all you do is react. Next thing, paper cuts. People think paper cuts don't hurt. They do if you keep stacking them. You guys have a fear of being wrong. You guys can get premature exits. That's a paper cut. Even though you made money, you have to detach from the outcome. You sold because of how you felt, not what the trade was telling you to do. Lack of conviction, right? You guys have no conviction because you don't even know what that is in the first place, which we're going to talk about later in this video. You guys don't even follow through a plan because you guys don't have one. And then FOMO. FOMO is one of the biggest paper cuts out there. You guys just get into a random trade. You guys take into a C- setup, and then you guys lose and wonder why. Conviction versus confidence. It blows my mind how many traders there are out there, and they think all you need to be is confident. Andrew Tate, for example, right? I'm just using him as an example. He's confident, but he probably can't trade. So obviously confidence doesn't really do anything when it comes to trading. Yes, you need to be confident, but you also need to be confident in anything you ever do, right? That does not define what kind of trader you are. Conviction is the word you're looking for, because confidence is a feeling, how you feel. Conviction is just playing the trading game as it's supposed to be. And we're going to go into what conviction is in a little bit, but I'm just trying to get you guys ready. Conviction is super, super important. Discipline. Listen, a lot of you guys think you're so undisciplined and you're going to give up on trading. You're just uncommitted, because discipline doesn't end when trading ends. If you're trying to quit smoking weed, quit drinking, or you guys are just fat and you guys are trying to get fit and then you never act on those things, that's called undisciplined. You guys are saying you're going to do one thing and then you don't, because no one else is holding you accountable besides yourself, and you're not able to hold yourself accountable. So how do you expect to be disciplined when it comes to trading and making money when you can't even be disciplined outside of trading with easier tasks? Go to the gym. Bro, it's a 10-minute drive, 15-minute drive. That's way easier than trading with money, and you got money on the line. Or you guys skip reviews, right? Skip journaling, because no one else is watching but yourself. You can't even hold yourself accountable. You guys need to be disciplined. And I hate motivation stuff, because that only lasts for about a week. It's like putting a bandage on something that needs to be stitched. Get that shit stitched. Stop trying to do all this extra stuff. You know what you need to do. Lock in. Journaling. A lot of people journal very wrongly. Number one, you guys would be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I would have done this differently, or I could have done that differently. No, that's emotional journaling. Or I had a feeling it would fake out. What on the trade is telling you that it would have been a fake out? What did you avoid listening to that made that a fake out? Now, there's no such thing as a 100% win rate. There are fake outs, right? But what led to that? Not, oh, I would have done this differently. What does that even mean, bro? You're following a plan. How would you follow your plan differently? Is that plan flawed, right? Did you not follow the plan correctly? Label that. Or the worst one is that trade sucked. What do you mean that trade sucked? Why would you get in then? Why would you get in the trade if the trade sucked? I'm confused. So stop journaling like that and actually journal stuff that's going to help your trading. Oh, well, I ignored the time of sales and it was actually slow looking back, so I need to put more emphasis on reading the time of sales. Or I didn't fully sell out all my stop loss because of this feeling. So now you identified how you felt during the trade and now you know what to work on. Get rid of this feeling. You guys are avoiding losing. Now, some of you guys are conscious of this and other people aren't. Is you don't want to lose, you don't want to be wrong on the trade so bad that you guys end up skipping trades. You guys are avoiding discomfort. That's not what trading is. Not only does this lead to late entries, taking profits way too early to secure a win because you guys don't want to be wrong on the trade, or holding losers until they potentially turn around. All of those things is because you are avoiding losing. So stop doing that, right? We have a plan of exit. We have a plan of our stop loss. If you're avoiding losing, then you don't know how to actually trade, right? Because trading is not about winning and losing. It's about following a set of rules, your plan, and managing all the trades the same exact way. You are a probability manager. You're a risk manager. That's it. You guys are also waiting for the perfect conditions. What did I say in the beginning of this video? No one has a 100% win rate. There's no such thing as perfect conditions because if there was, then everyone would have a 100% win rate. But we don't. There's no such thing as a 100% win rate. In fact, you'll never 100% be certain that a trade will go, no matter who you are. Every great setup has a risk. Nothing will 100% ever line up, and if it does, you're too late because it already broke out. Now, conviction versus confidence. This is why I say, if you have 100% confidence, that has nothing to do with trading, right? It's all about conviction. Conviction is not a feeling, it's a decision. It's a decision to see if you have an A+ setup right there, to not hesitate, and to take the trade because your conviction is telling you to take the trade. You have the stop loss defined, you have everything defined, you see the setup. It's not about how you feel. If everything is there, your conviction is there, that's when I'm going to get in. You didn't know the outcome, but you trusted the process. Let me say that shit again because people don't understand, right? There's no hesitation when it comes to my trading because I trust my plan so much. Not that I trust not losing because losing is part of the game, but you didn't know the outcome, you trusted the process, and all you had to do was click the button once you saw your conviction. Let's go into an example. Let's say we're taking SPY 535, right? Let's just say we're taking that trade and price action looks good, the time of sales looks good, the 1 hour key level looks good, everything looks good, and it's also in the first 30 minutes. So this is an A+ checklist in my eyes. It met my rules, so then I entered. That's it, no hesitation. Not about how I felt, not about, the moon didn't line up with the stars correctly on this trade, so I'm actually gonna skip this trade. No, I got in because everything's showing me. I got in, I have my risk, I'm okay losing X amount because this is the same setup that I take all the time. I'm not trading based off feelings, I'm trading off a system. The problem is you guys are subconsciously looking for certainty when that doesn't exist in trading. There's no 100%. You're not looking for the trade to look good, to feel good. You're looking for the trade to match your system, and then you enter. Listen, a lot of people trade wrong because of their mindset. It's not all about the strategy. I really do believe that it's a 70-30, at least 70% mindset, 30% strategy. For my mentorship program, I literally do this 3 to 4 times a week. I hop on a call with them for an hour at least and do this every single week. If you guys want access to that, the link is in the description below. I only take serious people though, so you have to apply. Hopefully I'll see you guys in there. If not, see you guys in the next video.